an ADOS dude. There was an ADOS dude named Bill something. Bill the Icon.
Right. Bring up all the dirty laundry.
So yeah, they're trying to figure out how they're going to get Joe Biden out the way right now, which was the plan the whole time. When the Democratic Party realized that Kamala wasn't going to get it, that she would not win the nomination, that's when Operation Uncle Joe Biden or Sleepy Joe Biden was hatched. They went with the plan B. Let Kamala bow out gracefully since her numbers were horrible. Moving into South Carolina, let's set it up where it looks like Joe Biden stages a huge comeback with a momentum shift in South Carolina, spearheaded by James Clyburn. So it's going to make it look like black people are behind his momentum shift. It's going to signal to black people to get behind. But there's dog whistles all throughout the lead up to the 2020 election, even with Joe Biden joking around saying that if him and Kamala ever had a disagreement or some sort, that he would develop some strange illness and retire, or basically remove himself from the equation. And I believe they're setting this up right now. I mean, right now, Joe Biden has been diagnosed with COVID-19, supposedly a particularly nasty strain, although they show him on camera in his dungeon working, appearing happy and saying that he feels great. And it was strange that the COVID-19 diagnosis came directly after the cancer gaffe that he made, where he slipped up and said he had cancer. They walked it back, said, oh, he had melanoma, skin cancer, which was known. I didn't know that, although I know it's something that's common among that demographic. But now I'm just watching and waiting to see how they maneuver Joe Biden out of position. And they really want to maneuver Kamala in position, but she's not popular. She doesn't seem capable. She doesn't have the charisma. She doesn't have the game down pat. So I'm just watching, waiting, and I'm knowing that there's a segment of the black population who is willing to go along with this Joe Biden debacle, no matter what damage is done to our economy, no matter what damage is done to our social fabric, all with the hopes that Kamala, a woman of color, so-called black woman, might ascend to the presidency. All for symbolic purposes. Kamala Harris, somebody who said that she would never do anything that would benefit strictly black people. And she said it with an attitude. And so far, judging from the past almost 2 years, they pretty much held true to that promise. Black American descendants of slavery have not seen any policy initiatives directed toward us. Those that have been directed toward us have failed. Haven't heard anything about H.R. 40, the George Floyd Truth in Policing Act. Same thing. We don't have any advocacy going on in the realm or the halls of power. We just seem to have a class of black talking heads, gatekeepers, who sit in position only for the purpose of directing us into the Democratic barnyard, or whatever you want to call it. I call it a barnyard because it stinks. So I'm just sitting back and I'm watching and I'm listening, and black people as a whole, the main ones who had something to say, every day about something that Trump did or didn't do or said or didn't say, supposedly said, or whatever the case may be. I don't see the same energy for Joe Biden, and that just shows me that we're fucking doomed.